this is Tocadisco from Cologne, Germany, and you're listening to Evo and RST. Evo and RST.
Good morning from London, Tocadisco. How are you?
I'm good, I'm fine.
Good. What have you been up to?
Well, I have Christmas parties with my friends and my family, and just hanging out at the home, you know. It's good for a change now, after all this touring this year.
Okay, cool. Now, of course, you're coming this weekend to London and playing at Matter. What do you have in store for us?
Well, I'm very excited. I played the last time in London when I did the DJ Max Top 100 party, and I was pretty excited how the people react, and I'm looking forward to come back to London. It's going to be a crazy party.
Okay, we're looking forward to it already. Now, if I may take you back to where it all started, and you were introduced to instruments at a young age, and you played in bands. How did you then get into house music?
Well, the thing was that I was always working, or I was always in a band with people that didn't want to do music professionally. It was just a hobby for them. But for me, it was always clear that I wanted to do music professionally, and then started that the equipment and the computers became more cheap, and one person could do music all on his own, and that was very interesting to me, so I got into this. And DJing obviously is exactly the same. You can perform as a one person, you know, and you can still travel around the world and do great things.
Okay, perfect. Now moving on from there to 4 #1 singles later, a TMF award and an official mix for Moby and Guetta. How do you feel?
Well, I mean, this is not the only things. I did a lot of things, you know, since 2003, when I had my first hit here in Germany. Nobody likes the records that I play. A lot of good things came along, and I would say that, you know, you have to always understand that if it's the right time and the right place, you just have to take your opportunities, you know, and even sometimes it's not so much money. That's a big mistake that a lot of newcomers do, like, but I don't want to do this, now I'm famous and stuff like this. Most of the great success remixes I did for little money, you know, but they helped me in my career and brought, you know, other jobs, and it's like this, you know, the music industry is like this. You have to just take the opportunities and you take a chance, you know.
Well, we're all glad you did, Tocadisco. I know you've worked with many in the studio, but is there someone you'd really like to work with that you haven't done so already?
Well, that's always a difficult question, because the funny thing about this job is that, you know, things come out of the blue, you know. Somebody calls you and says, no, this guy wants a remix from you, and I think that's very exciting. So I just keep myself open for everything that comes, you know, and I'm mostly excited if something comes along that is not from bands or DJs, you know, like a rock band. Like I did a remix for Mando Diao, that was very cool, you know. Stuff like this are really exciting for me.
Okay, but is there not just one person in the whole entire world that you'd say straight away, I'd love to work with you, I'll drop everything?
Oh, yeah, I mean, I always respected Lenny Kravitz a lot, because he's doing everything on his own, you know, play all the instruments, write the songs, produce everything, and that's kind of the way that I work as well, you know. I don't have any partners or something like this, I do everything on my own.
Okay, cool. Okay, so I'm going to keep you in the studio. Can you tell me what bit of studio kit is essential to your production?
Well, it's funny, you know, like when I started, it was so expensive, everything, and then, you know, slowly and slowly I got all my equipment together, and now it's totally changed, you know. You can do, you know, world-class productions only with a laptop, so, you know, it's crazy. When it's just, you know, just 5, 6, 7, 8 years that this whole thing changed totally, so it's, you know, basically just a computer. That's like the most important thing in the studio right now. It can be a laptop or, you know, a normal computer. Okay,
so moving on with the digital age, there must be a plugin that you can't live without with.
Well, I used to use a lot the trilogy from Spectrosonics. They were, you know, almost all my big hits, remix hits, they have a sound from this amazing, it's like a bass synthesizer plug-in, and it has just this warm, big, fat bass. You just need a bass drum and a bass, and so almost finished the song, you know. It's crazy.
Okay, cool. Now, what can we expect from Tocadisco in the future?
Well, I'm starting my third album now, and I'm really working hard on my record label, doing a lot of remixes for unknown artists just to push them and the label. So this is like the main thing. The label will will be a big thing, and obviously the new album's going to be crazy, and I already have a lot of big gigs confirmed for next year, so it's going to be a busy year again.
Okay, we look forward to hearing from you. Now, you are concerned about our planet and world conversation, of course. Have you taken any steps in your studio to cut your emissions as yet?
Well, it's not in the studio, but in the house, I changed all the bulbs to energy-saving bulbs, and I'm trying to switch off the heater when I'm leaving for traveling and stuff like this, just doing little different pieces, but I think that in the big picture that will help, or we're just not taking the car all the time. Sometimes we go with a bike or walking or something like this, Just the little things. Everybody can just do a little thing, and then, in the end, it's going to be a big change.
Yeah, well, I guess if everybody in the world changed their light bulbs to energy-saving light bulbs, we probably cut down emissions by, say, 20%, right?
Yeah. So, it's very important. And also switch off the lights when you're not in the room, It's very easy. It's like really easy things that you just have to get used to. And then, in the end, it's good for everybody because saving lights means saving money. So everyone's going to save money. So it's a good thing for everybody. Okay,
so do you have a very brief message to encourage people to start conserving energy?
Well, I think that, a lot of people think that, it doesn't matter if I change this or that, or I'm not doing this, not doing that. It does change, It does matter. Everybody just change a little bit and we're already one step forward. I think the people just have to be conscious about what they are doing and what they are using, I wish there was a plane that I kind of have a bad conscience about this because, you're traveling so less people and you use so much gas. So I hope that in the future it's using not so much oil or gas.
We all certainly appreciate that. Bad boy producer, bad boy DJ, and we look forward to seeing you at Matter on Saturday, Toca.
I do. I'm looking forward to London. I'm coming. Yeah.